Good Morning Britain host Piers Morgan and BBC breakfast rival Dan Walker have been at loggerheads in the ratings war. The two presenters have traded insults on Twitter and publicly bashed each other in view of their thousands of social media followers. Now, Susanna Reid, who co-hosts the ITV breakfast show with Piers, has broken her silence on the ongoing rivalry. In contrast to Piers, 53, Susanna hates conflict, admitting the tension makes her nervous, and said she is not looking at beating the BBC. "I'm quite nervous of conflict. I don't like it. Piers, loves it. He relishes it," she explained. Susanna, 47, went on to tell Radio Times that Piers and Dan are, in fact, very good friends, which may come as a surprise to their fans. She revealed, "Piers is actually very good friends with Dan Walker, which I think a lot of people don't realize. Because you see, for Piers, conflict is never personal," unflatteringly comparing Piers to a double espresso shot. She joked, "You couldn't describe Piers as lovable, and I don't think everybody necessarily wants a double espresso shot straight into their veins in the morning." The mother of three, who has previously worked on BBC Breakfast before moving to ITV in 2014, insisted she is not interested in competing with her counterparts. "A huge number of people enjoy what we've got to offer, so I don't feel like I'm going into battle with the BBC every morning." However, the same cannot be said for the person she works beside, as she and Piers are constantly fighting to be heard. "It's a constant battle for airtime," she confessed. "Sometimes I open my mouth to ask a question and hear Piers' voice come out. So you can't help but go into battle with him every morning. I know it's not personal, but there was a time when I took this a lot more seriously, and personally, than I do now." Piers and Susanna are quite possibly one of the most recognized television duos, and regularly make headlines. "The chemistry between Piers and me was instant," Susanna previously told Prima magazine. "He totally wound me up from the moment he joined Good Morning Britain, nearly 2 years ago. He's the most annoying man I've ever met, but I find working with him exhilarating. Yes, he drives me nuts, but he also makes me laugh, and when the chips are down, and there's a big news story breaking or we're doing a controversial interview with a politician, I trust him," she added. "The combative element of our relationship is definitely not staged. It doesn't start when the show does at 6 a.m. It's how we are with each other, on and off air." Read the full interview in the latest issue of Radio Times, out now. Good Morning Britain airs weekdays on ITV at 6 a.m.